Hello everyone, it's 4 o'clock and welcome to Chitter Chatter. Today we have with us Meher Castellino ma'am. Yes, I am super excited and nervous to chat with her because we have a lot to chat. She started her journey in 1964. She was the first one to be the Miss India and her journey continues since then till now, 2020. She has been a Miss India, she has been a part of more than 2000 RAM shows, out of which some of them have been conceived and directed by her, and she's also written a lot of blogs. And right now she has also come up with this book called Fashion Musings. Trust me guys, I finished it in like a few hours because it is funny, it is a light read, and it is a perfect weekend read. While you have a lot of questions, we have questions too, and we are sending ma'am a request to join in right now so that we can start our chitter chatter with ma'am. And how do I send the request?
Correct.
I have waived. This phone is new for me, so how do I send the request? To ma'am, and we're waiting for ma'am to connect. And
Hi,
hi ma'am,
Shweta.
how are you?
My God, this is such an adventurous Insta chat. It's hardly any chitter chatter at all. Lots of Wi-Fi
This
problems.
has a lot of memories. It's nothing. It has moments that we are going to laugh about.
Yeah. Anyway, and now I can hear you and see you. I hope you can hear me and see me also.
I can see you, I can hear you, and everything is clear, and we are ready for a chitter chatter.
Thank God, finally. Thanks to Vivek. Hi, Vivek. How
Thanks
are
to
you?
make this chitter chatter is happening.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope people know that you are now from, doing it from Vivek's net.
Handle, and I'm going to put this on our IGTV also so that people can watch it, because the moment I put a creative saying that we're having a chitter chatter today, I had a lot of questions coming in, so they can
Okay,
watch this on our live
okay,
IGTV or check it with the IGTV channel. So, ma'am,
good,
I
good.
want to ask you a few questions again, because since we lost the earlier live session that we were doing, so you've had a
Okay.
long journey and you started your journey in 1964, and
Yeah.
today it is 2020. It's like more than a decade. So, what do you have
Yes.
to say about fashion and everything from 1964 to 2020?
Oh, it's been a great journey. I mean, it's the way the fashion has changed, the way the fashion shows have changed, the way the designer culture has come in, the fashion weeks have come in, and of course, the modeling itself has changed. When we started in 1964, we were just about 10 or 12 models, and so we were doing all the shows for all the different mills. At that time, there were no designers who did fashion shows. There were mills who showed their textiles. So that went on till nearly mid 70s and 80s, till the Fashions Institute started and the fashion designer culture started. And that's when the whole fashion business blossomed and became a big rage. And now, of course, we have fashion weeks and we now have digital fashion weeks happening. So there is a major change in what's happened in the fashion world.
And ma'am, in 1964, you're like the first Miss India. What inspired you to get into modeling?
Well, actually, I started in 1961 as a model for the Tata Textiles show, where they had models right from 5 years to mature pregnant women also. So I was selected as a teen model in between these two groups, and I also did a lot of Indian dancing, Bharatnatyam,
Oh,
Kathak, and folk dancing before
oh
that
wow.
during school days. So being on stage was not new for me, and then I appeared on the cover of Femina and was selected in 1964. I have to inform that the contest in 1964 is not like the contest you see now, where
Oh,
girls parade up and down. It was a photographic contest, and 500 girls from all over India sent their photographs to Femina. They selected 10 girls out of that, and I was fortunate to be one of the 10. And then there was a very long and exhaustive interview with the general manager of Times of India and the editor of Femina. and they asked questions about the, lifestyle. How was I going to promote India in the contest, and about myself, my knowledge, my general knowledge, etc. And finally, we were photographed in swimsuit, sari, and an evening gown, because those three photographs are mandatory. And then I was fortunate enough to be selected.
Ma'am, you have been a part then, you have been a part now, and you have covered all the spheres of fashion when it comes, because you've written about fashion, you've choreographed fashion shows. What do you want to tell the newcomers who aspire to be models and be a part of Miss India and the entire ramp show journey?
Well, becoming a model is great, but there is intense competition right now. The payment is very good. The assignments are very regular, but I feel that after their modeling is over, because it's not a permanent full-time job ever till as you grow older, more younger girls come into the business, and so you're pushed out. So you need to have a plan B after modeling. So you could pick up a career. Many models become choreographers, or they become coordinators, or they become agents of models or trainers. So you have to decide what you would like to do after the modeling career ends, because it's quite short-lived, and all that glamour, etc., is also very short-lived. So you should be prepared to be down to earth again.
So, ma'am, there's this new trend that we bloggers have been doing called the fashion bloggers, where we only blog about fashion on Insta. What is your take on that?
There was a story in my book. You might have seen Instagram instant designer. If the Instagram blogger has something very important, something informative to say, then I'm all for it. I mean, you can give that information 24/7 if you want. But if it's just, shall I say, posing in front of the mirror with your picture, then it's a little, I mean, how long can I keep seeing someone's picture? I can look at the movie stars' pictures. So that's the only thing. I do follow a lot of bloggers who have interesting information, or websites which have interesting information on fashion. Yes.
What is fashion for you?
Fashion for me is my passion.
That is it.
That's it. That's the whole and soul of what fashion means to me. 24/7, I'm doing something with fashion. Either I'm reading, or I'm of course writing my articles. Right now, I'm covering the Couture Week for 3 publications, and then the next one is the Lakme Fashion Week, which is coming up in October. So I'm preparing for that. So and of course I do articles for other publications on different subjects, on lifestyle, travel. I write on everything except 3 subjects. One is politics, which I don't know anything about. One is sport, which I like to watch, but I don't know anything about the technicalities. And the last one is Bollywood. I don't write about Bollywood.
So, ma'am, you've been a model, you've choreographed, you've written articles, and now also a book. So, from all the spheres, which is your favorite one? Like, if you had to rank them.
This is my 3rd book, Shweta. I've already written 2 other books.
2 other
One is a book on menswear, men's style. That's what it is called. It was in 1987. The second one was Fashion Kaleidoscope in 1994, which is the history of Indian modern fashion from 1960 to 1990. And this one is completely different. It's a funny book about the fashion, beauty, and film world. So what would I like the most? Actually, each part of my life has been connected with fashion, and therefore I like each segment of it. As a model, I enjoyed myself, but I don't think I want to model now. As a designer, I enjoyed myself. As an editor of fashion magazines, 3 fashion magazines, I enjoyed myself. And now as a journalist, I'm enjoying myself. So I think each part of my life, I have enjoyed it because it has to do with fashion and it's interesting.
And fashion is your passion. We know it all by now.
passion. Yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
So, ma'am, the first time you wrote an article, what made you get on to pen your thoughts?
You know, it was very funny, Shweta. That first article was also a funny article. And it was about my trip on a BST bus, which I took for the first time in my whole life. So the title of the article was The Best Way to Travel. Best meaning the BEST, way to travel. And I'd written it, and I took it to the editor of Eve's Weekly and showed it to her. And I was just saying, if you think it's nice, then you can print it. And she said, yes, it's very nice, it's very funny. And she printed it. And that was in 1973. And after that, I got a call from a weekly newspaper called The Current, and they offered me immediately two articles to do on modeling and on fashion. And then they offered me a column to write, a weekly column on women. So I
Oh,
was
wow.
absolutely thrilled, because to me, being a model was one thing and seeing my picture in the papers every time I model. But to see my byline in an article was even a bigger thrill for me, because I just love the thought of seeing, my by Mayor Mystery at that time, now Mayor Castellino. Yes.
So, like you said, that the writing journey began and this is your third book. So, is there something else already in pipeline that we all who have already finished reading this can wait for?
The reviews that I've got for the book, the reviews are saying we're waiting for part two. And,
Yes, we are. It's like, the
yes,
moment I finished reading, I was like, I want to know more.
yes, so I'm just recovering from part one right now, and it was a very exciting 2 months. I wrote the book in 2 months. I started on the 6th of July, and I launched it on the 31st of August. So it was very exciting. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. The whole concept of writing. I thought the writing was the easiest part. The editing, and then the cover design, the illustrations, the promotions, the way the book has to be laid out, the font, all those things were really interesting. And when it's like a baby, you see it from start to finish. And I had this baby in my hand on the 31st of August, and it was a very thrilling experience.
So while we go through the books, obviously you've not taken names, and I'm sure the ones whom you send the book and who got the book, they know that, oh, this is me, because at some point has somebody contacted you and been like, oh, you have any of those? We won't ask you to name them, but have there been stories
No,
where they've been like, this is our story?
Actually, Shweta, these are little incidents and stories which I observed during the course of my, journey. And that one little incident, I sort of magnified it and twisted it and brought in humor and made the story out of it. But it's not anybody or anyone in particular as such that I, have thought about. It was just small things that I saw, and then I sort of satirized them into a story.
Yeah, because many a times even as a reader you read and you assume, oh, this could be this one or this could be that one.
Yeah,
So
yeah, people.
we are sure the one who has done it know it all.
Yeah, many people, readers have told me they thought this was this one and they thought this was, and then they said, okay, we have been guessing throughout the book, so this is this and that is that. And I keep telling them that I'm glad you're enjoying the guessing part of it, because it's like a game now. Yes.
Yeah, because it just naturally happens. You're like, oh, I think this is so and so because you've met so and so in life, or you assume that, from their characteristics that this could be somebody. So that was a question. I was like, ma'am, you have a name, but have those people contacted you and been like, oh, is this me?
Yeah, yes, no, they're not actually real people, but just some small incidents that could have taken place, or I sort of heard from somebody and I thought it was funny, and then I turned it around and made it into a sort of a huge story, which was humorous. Yeah.
What advice would you give, ma'am, to writers who want to write, and especially they fear writing? Because, when you write something, it has to come from within. Like be it your
Yes.
BASC article or the fashion musings or the other books. So what would you
Yeah.
want to tell writers who have a lot of stories they want to write but they fear writing?
Actually, Shweta, I'm talking from my fashion part of it because I don't know about other writers when they write their novels or whatever it is. But for me, I'm a very slightly moody writer. I cannot just get up and start writing. No, I sort of think about the article in my mind for a couple of days. I think of the opening paragraph. For me, the opening paragraph has to be very catchy and interesting for the reader. And then I look at the closing paragraph, and then I fill up the middle with all the information. So if it is a fashion that anyone wants to write about, then they definitely need to be good in two things. One is the language they're writing in, whatever language. It need not be English. It can be Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, whatever, Tamil, Telugu. And they need to know about fashion. They can't just say that just because they dress beautifully that they know everything about fashion. Because there are certain things, certain terminology in fashion which you should know when you're writing. So these two things you need. In fact, one of my reviews for the book is in Hindi. It's from a Hindi women's magazine, Griya Lakshmi, and they've done a very good job of reviewing the book.
So, ma'am, before we end this live session, there is a quick this or that we are going to ask you, and whatever comes to your mind, on top of the mind. The
Okay.
most favorite fashion blogger right now.
Most favorite fashion blogger?
Fashion blogger right now.
Oh God, I would say Jasmine Dugal because she has a great website called Explosive Fashion, and she writes beautifully, and I follow her every day. So Jasmine Dugal of Explosive Fashion.
Favorite fashion magazine.
Favorite fashion magazines are a lot of them. I I read every fashion magazine that is there, but they're all practically the same. So it's a little difficult to find the favorite one out of them all. But yeah, I would say Femina is a magazine which is Indian, and so I would go for something which is more local. As far as the foreign magazines are concerned, there are so many different Vogues and so many different L's that one can pick and choose which country you want to read about.
You like reading a paperback or digital, since now we are in the digital world?
It depends. If the book is digital, then I'll have to read it digital. But I still like to hold a book and lie down in bed and read it, have a cup of tea, and hold a book in my hand, and the smell of a fresh new book. Yeah, paper. I love that. I love that. Perfect. Yeah.
Favorite movie where you thought the fashion was amazing in it? Like favorite Hollywood movie?
Actually, I love to see the Hindi movies for the fashion. So I love Padmavat, Ram Leela, and Devdas, all those big historical movies. And of course, in the Western, I liked The Devil Wears Prada. And of course, a whole lot of movies where they have fashion, like even Alice in Wonderland, the way the costumes are done, or even a sci-fi movie like The Avengers, the series, where the clothes are amazing. So I normally go to a Hindi film to see the clothes. I'm not too worried about the story or anything like that. And if I know that it's a historical movie, then I know the clothes are going to be fabulous. Yes.
Totally. Your mantra for fashion.
Sorry,
Your mantra for fashion.
My mantra for fashion is wear the right outfit at the right time in the right place.
Thank you, ma'am, for this lovely mantra. I'm sure all fashion bloggers wanted to hear something like this and they're going to follow this. And thank you again for joining us live. Thank you for having the patience with all the problems that you faced.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shweta. It was wonderful chatting with you. And I hope the next time your internet is a little more robust.
Yes, I am going to check on the internet and the device and everything. Who was more nervous?
Will you be putting a tape of this and send me the link?
Yes, ma'am. I send you the link. We'll be having it on the IGTV, on YouTube, and Spotify. And thank you again for joining us live. Wish you a very
so
happy
much.
Sunday.
Thank you so much. All the best to you, Shweta. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.